Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's A-sabad-a-day. Our recitation continues from Todi Mahalla Panjama. This is the 20th Sabad in Rag Todi, and the recitation line by line, as well as the contemplation on it. Ik oankar Satguru Prasad, Aiso Mero Prabh Jee keen, Panch dokh ar ahang rog, eh tan te sagal dur keen, rahao. So the rahao, which is the gravitational center of any sabad, here the fifth Guru offers what is a personal testimony, and that is grace descending upon him. Such a grace, he says, my dear Prabh has granted, Mero Prabh Jee keen, that the five vices, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, these five vices and the attendant disease from which they stem, the ahangrog, the I-ness, all of these, sagal, have been driven away, dur keen, from this body-mind, ihtanate. So the reading of the word gun, it's with a nanna, which suggests a favor. It names a quality, a characteristic. And there's a slight distinction with gun, which comes with a nana, which occurs more frequently in Gurbani than this gun. So this is really a characteristic that is inherent, that is being spoken about. A quality nonetheless, but inherent. The others are virtues that have to be cultivated. So there's this slight distinction. So it is a characteristic that flows naturally from the divine. So the Prabh Ji has this characteristic of conferring grace. And that is what has come upon me, Guru Arjan says. And with that, he calls them rog, the disease of I-ness, which is the underlying condition of which the five, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, are elements. They are conditions. So here, we should understand them not as moral failings to be punished, but rather ailments that need to be cured. They lodge themselves in the tan. The tan here refers to the body and mind, this emotion, body-mind-emotion complex that we inhabit and feel very native to, until the healer arrives. So liberation then is not self-improvement, it is the recovery of an original health that is long buried beneath these layers. The Guru continues, Bandhan tor, snapping my bonds, my fetters, chor bikhayate, releasing me from poison, that is to say, toxic infatuation with sense objects. Bandhan tor chor bikhayate, gur ko sabad, mera hiyara deen. Within my heart, the Prabh instilled the sabad of the Guru, the discourse of the Guru. the sound of the Guru, the wisdom of the Guru. And such is the grace of this Prabh that Rupa Anurupa Moro, Roop Anurupa Moro, my beauty or my ugliness, Kachana Bichareo, none of these were weighed at all. That was not even in consideration. How did the liberator work then? Prema Gahyo, seized me with love. Indeed, the translation is love seized me, because Prabh is love, and love is attraction. So it seized me. Prema Gahyo, mohe, me. Hararanga Beena. And then what happened? I was drenched in the dye of the har. So, what does it mean to be dyed? It's like a cloth being saturated. A cloth dropped into a vat of permanent color. That's how the image of rang here is. It's not an outer coat on the surface. It permeates and transforms the substance itself. It leaves no part of the personality untouched. In other words, we transition from the ahampav, ahangarog, the disease. We are cured. We are now expanded into har consciousness. And there what happens? Pekhyo lalan paat beech khoe. Pekhyo lalan paat beech khoe. I beheld the beloved. When the curtain between us fell away. Part is curtain, part beech. The curtain between us, khoe, was lost. Then I beheld the beloved. Pekhyo lalan. Lalan is crimson, the color of love. Pekhyo lalan part beech khoe. And then what happened? Anand chitta harke pateen. My consciousness was filled with anand, joy. Harke, happiness, a grounded happiness. Pateen, it became embedded in that. So the part is really a silken curtain. It's one of Gurbani's most evocative images for the ego, because it is not a wall of stone, but a veil of very fine fabric, a thin, almost transparent veil. It has often been likened to the wing of a butterfly, but it's sufficient to hide the beloved, who is present on the other side all along. So its falling away is not a journey one has traveled, but a recognition through the Guru lens. You see, the lens, this perception has changed. You did not move closer to the Prabh. It is the illusion of separation that's dissolved. And what was always present becomes visible. And from this darshan, this pekhyo, what do you realize? You get a settled structural bliss rather than passing happiness. And pateen, a conviction, an inner verdict. You see, it is not an external validation. It is an inner verdict. And then tisahi ko graha, this is the realization. Soi prabh. So the body, the mind, the life that one has spent so long defending as mine was never personal property. This realization is not a loss, but a homecoming. To be deen, meaning slave, utterly belonging, is the opposite of bondage. So, this is relief. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.